I'm Rhodri Broadbent, and I'm the director of Scram Kitty and his buddy on rails at Dakko Dakko, which is a game company I started a couple of years ago. Scram is actually South Wales dialect for a cat scratch. So Scram Kitty is the name of your cat in the game that you're trying to save. He's been kidnapped by evil mice who've overrun a space station that was experimenting on, and he's just one of all the cats of the world who've been kidnapped because the mice are trying to colonize the planet. So Scram Kitty is the cat's name, and Buddy on Rails is the character that you play. You're trying to save your pet cat, and you're on a spin board, we like to call it. It's like a skateboard that's magnetically attached to the rails. You ride around the rails using your spin board, so you're the Buddy on Rails. Mechanically, the game is fairly unique actually in that you shoot always relative to the rails. So if you're on the right hand side of the screen, you'll be shooting left. If you're on the left hand side of the screen, you'll be shooting right. Down the bottom, you're shooting up, which takes a bit of getting used to, but it's really satisfying when you can use the rails to aim well. So that is fairly unique to us, but we like to think that we're inspired by games like Bangayo with lots of shot action going on, missiles flying around you. We use Gunstar Heroes in referencing a lot because we like to have the idea of running and gunning. And Smash TV was a big influence on us because we've got these rooms where you can go in with hordes of enemies streaming at you and you have to find the best vantage point to take those out. So we like some classic 16-bit gaming, and we've brought that up to date with some really interesting 3D visuals in the background. So as you can see, there's extruded depth in the background here. You've got platforms in the distance from which enemies can rise up, so you get some sort of foresight into what's going to happen next. The enemies themselves all exist on the 2D main plane where the player is. All the gameplay happens on a 2D plane, but we just have this cool camera that can look around in 3D as well. The game controls by having you use the analog stick to ride around the rails. You can also jump from rail to rail with a kind of interesting gravity, and you will shoot relative to the rails. You can always shoot forward from the rails, and you've got a sword slash attack that you can do along the rails to destroy enemies who are trying to stop you. All gameplay in Scram Kitty and his Buddy on Rails happens on the gamepad. The TV is used as a secondary view of the action for anyone else who's in the room with you. So say your kid brother or sister enjoys watching the game with you, they might get extra insight into the enemies, they might learn about the weapons better, they might see a secret area on the TV that isn't really visible on the gamepad. It's non-essential information, but it enhances the experience for anyone else in the room. And you can always just play it on the gamepad and turn off the TV if you want to play a solo experience. Scram Kitty and his Buddy on Rails is coming to the Nintendo eShop, so we hope you look forward to spinning and grinding your way around our space station this winter.